Hello and welcome to my review of the Adeptus Titanicus Warlord Battle Titan. One of these models will set you back £65, but if the Adeptus Titanicus Warmaster is anything to go by, I think that could well be £100 or more. We'll have to wait and see. What are you getting with this Warlord Battle Titan? It consists of 144 components and it boasts 2 volcano cannons and 2 carapace mounted Apocalypse missile launchers. That's it though, you don't get any other weapon loadouts or anything like that. If you're after the carapace mounted laser blasters, the Sun Fury plasma annihilators and an Ariot power claw and a couple of different heads, then you're going to have to pick up the Warlord Battle Titan with the plasma annihilator and power claw, which again is the same price, £65. If you're going to buy 2 Warlord Titans, that would be of course £130. You're £50 off the full boxed game of Adeptus Titanicus, the Grand Master Edition, which also includes 6 Imperial Knights, which would normally cost you £50 anyway. So you kind of break even, but if you were to get the Questoris Knights with the Thunderstrike Gauntlets and Rocket Pods, then you're actually getting more. What I did is I did get the Grandmaster Edition, and then later on I got the upgrade sprue for the Warlord Titan and actually some additional weapons for the Imperial Knight. You can pick up the upgrade sprue for the Warlord Titan, which gives it those extra weapons, for £26. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll have a close look at this Adeptus Titanicus Titan. We'll go through some size comparisons with the other Adeptus Titanicus models, and then finally I will give you a size comparison of this Titan next to a full 28mm scale Forge World Titan, which costs over £1,000, of course. So first things first, let's have a look at the detail. The kit it's a large kit. It's got 144 components. It'll take you a good few hours to put together. You can magnetize these weapons. Probably what I'd do is drill up in there and magnetize them that way. I haven't, just for the rule of cool, and also mine's equipped with the Bellicosa volcano cannons anyway. You know, you can magnetize the head if you wish and have different heads, but yeah, you get a number of different plates for it. I think I've got some right here in this bag, but you get some blank plates if you didn't want to have the Opus Titanicus symbol, and you also get some, you know, stylized black eye prints as well, signifying allegiance to the Warmaster. Yeah, this is sort of the pose I've gone. This was the first one I did. He's kind of stepping forward but also stepping back a little bit. I guess he's sort of, maybe he's stepping back a bit rather than stepping forward. I didn't quite get the motion forward for this one, unlike the other one which you're about to see. But I've got the Apocalypse missile launchers that it comes with, and I've magnetized those so I can pop on the laser blasters if I wish. So we'll do that. But like I say, it's important to note you don't get the laser blasters with this configuration. You have to get them either in the upgrade sprue or with the plasma version. Speaking of which, here is the plasma version. Very, very cool. I actually prefer this one now, and hey, maybe that's a hint for what's coming to the channel at some point. Well, certainly the claw is. You've all seen the claw that I have for the second Warlord. But yeah, I haven't glued these in place, so I can have them sort of like that, or even, that's probably the best way, having the hand kind of close. But you could magnetize the torso if you really wished, and these weapons. But I like this head. I do have this head in 28mm scale as well, and yeah, most likely my second one will look very similar to this one. I'm not sure about the pose. I think I will be having the right leg forward with the second. But yeah, so that's the other Warlord that I have. So I've got a pair of Warlords. They'll look nice with a War Master in the middle. The same is true for 28mm, of course. Right, let's do some size comparisons then with the other Titans. So next in line at the moment, I'm shooting this in April, is the Nemesis Warbringer. It's the closest Titan to a Warlord. I think the Warbringer is definitely closer to the Warlord than the Reaver. It actually mounts a carapace weapon which beats any weapon that the Warlord can have. I mean, that carapace mounted Nemesis Quake Cannon, it is a huge range, longer range than the Mori Quake Cannon of the Warlord. Then we've got a Reaver Titan right here, so this gives you an idea, and this is the scale in 28mm as well. This is the same scale as they would be. The Nemesis carapace comes up to about the head of the Warlord. And then finally we've got the awesome looking Warhound. And yes, Warhounds are big, you know, in 28mm scale, but barely come up to the hips of a Warlord. And again, that is accurate as well. Move the camera down a little bit and I'll show you a comparison with the Knights. So the largest Knight that I have, they have not yet done an Asterius. Don't know whether they will, because the beam weapons are amazing. But you've got the Castus Knight Porphyrion, you've got a Cerastus Knight Lancer, and then you've got what looks to be a small Space Marine sized Imperial Knight there. I mean, look at the size of the Imperial Knight next to a Warlord. Not even up to the knee joint, which again is accurate to the 28mm. You know, and you thought Knights were big. So there you go. That's all the size comparisons there with the Adeptus Titanicus units. Okay, the second to last size comparison I'd like to make today is just with my usual three models. We have a normal Space Marine here in the middle, Slime Arbo on the left, and a Primaris on the right. So as you can see, Slime Arbo probably doesn't touch the knee on there. I mean, obviously compared to a full scale, barely even gets past the toe. A Space Marine, almost goes up to the knee, but again on a full scale just reaches the toe piston. And then a Primaris right here almost gets to the knee, almost, but yeah. And then on there we're still at the toe piston, but yeah, that is the little size comparison between the three models I normally give you size comparison with. As a little bonus, people are always asking me to do size comparisons with an Imperial Knight if they can proxy it. The Imperial Knight is way bigger. We're probably talking about a quarter bigger than the Warlord. The base is completely different, the gate is different, but the shield is bigger, and the weapons just don't look like the same proportion. Even if you were thinking about using it as a Moirax, I don't think, or a Armiger, or a Helverin or something, it just doesn't fit in my opinion. Okay, and here is the Warlord Titan next to a Warlord Titan. The Adeptus Titanicus scale one and the full 28mm Forge World scale Titan. People have been asking me quite a few times, oh, can I proxy the Warlord Titan as a Imperial Knight or Castellan? No, it's just not the same size at all. It's a fair bit smaller, smaller than a Castellan as well. And also they looked completely different. I mean, everything is to scale, and those weapons and the point defense weapons look tiny on it. It might as well be, you know, new creation for 28mm scale if you want to look at it like that, rather than a Knight. There's just nowhere for an actual 28mm scale person to fit in. But anyway, that being said, I think I've done a good job replicating the poses. If anything, I think that Titanicus scale model, the right leg could have been a bit more straight, but that's just the way it's worked out. I put the volcano cannon back on the right arm. It normally is rocking the Mori Quake cannon, because you just can't beat the range and the damage against units that it doesn't need to have line of sight with. You just can't beat that. It's just amazing. And it's my go-to weapon, and I think I probably will get a second one at some point for maximum obliteration. But definitely the rule of cool will be full Gatling blasters. Can't wait until they release the Adeptus Titanicus Carapace Gatling blasters for the 28mm scale, and then that will spur me on to getting a second one and the Carapace weapons too. But yeah, there you go. That is it. Next to, just to show you that the laser blasters on there instead of the missile launchers today. So, and there you are. So what do you guys think of the Adeptus Titanicus Warlord Titan? I think it's absolutely amazing, and if you're never able to get one of these Warlord Titans in full scale, it's great that you've got the opportunity to get one in this size as a little homage to it, and also you can use it in your Adeptus Titanicus games. Please do put your thoughts and opinions down below as always. Thank you ever so much for joining me today. Thank you for watching. The Emperor Protects.